say 4 times right here, shit, we probably wouldn't even be doing what we doing right now. Cause I was damn near finna go to the military. I was finna make it go back to Memphis, no count.
How did it come about for y'all?
Shit, like a football.
I ain't gonna lie, for me, like, I just started making videos, taking pictures randomly, and stuff like that. I started getting good at it. They let me be on tour with like Maverick City, Kirk Franklin.
I ain't gonna lie though, like I get a lot of my inspiration from DDG and Casanova.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
In terms of editing though, I be getting most of my inspiration from the minorities and how they like.
Yep, that's what I was looking at when I wanted to start a YouTube. Just the minorities. They really inspire me to want to do this and to just want to put my life out there. 10 likes, 20 views.
Like when it comes to the breweries and stuff like that. What? It's us this year. It's not gonna come to the breweries and stuff like that.
I don't know. I think I want to. So it's gonna be software designer and be able to, help make products or even design my own products that could potentially help save somebody's life or, do shit like that.
Hey, that's lit.
So I definitely want to be done with that. But like by this time next year, I don't want to be having a bartender. I want to be able to do that and then also be able to do this part time without necessarily having to worry about anything financially.
That's
so
awesome.
I can just go full force at it.
That's honestly. That's really nice.
Yeah, getting that bag, dog.
Got
Just
it.
work. That's all it is. Just
All
work.
it is hustling.
Just
man.
work. Strap in. Come on.
I mean, if you try to, collab and make an editing software strictly with Netflix, that'd be awesome.
See, I mean, that's another thing. Like I said, I am just not getting into it. I mean, that's a great idea. Like, especially like if that was something like, maybe Tev is kind of doing his thing and bigger, and he needs to kind of start hiring a team. And that's something that I could do, or even y'all guys too. Like, I'd be able to kind of be that behind the scenes.
Cause shit, it's not about what you do. It's about who you know
You
most
ever
of the time.
seen that new movie on Netflix? What is it called? This Is Us or something like that, or This Is Them, or
This Is Us.
It has.
I think I know what you're talking about, but I haven't seen
It
it.
has Lauren Linda and Jonah Hill in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, bro. What? That was crazy in that movie. Yeah,
Right here.
bro. Cause look, I was watching that movie and no cap. That shit was goofy as fuck, but that shit inspired a
Bro,
nigga. I'm seeing them
that
do the
shit was
podcast
heavy,
from the start
Yup.
to getting in the full studio, bro. I'm like, okay. I literally the whole time I'm watching the movie, just seeing myself in a studio, fucking podcasting, just live for everybody. And I'm like, all right, now let's get back to the movie, but like, I'm here with it. Yup.
He was able to quit and go full time.
Yeah, quit and go full time. Cause like, that's all I want eventually. Cause it's so hard doing an 8-hour job, then going home to edit.
Yeah.
Then right after editing, trying to stream. Then right after streaming, I got to go to sleep, repeat, then go out, get a podcast, go out, record for a vlog. Like, it's hard just doing it by myself, but I love doing it so much. I'm okay with doing it by myself right now. And with meeting more people, shit, tonight, now I got 2 more people that I could work with, 2 more people that I could collab with. So, yeah, like, it's all falling into place, and it's taking a lot of time seeing just things will fall into places they should happen, but just growing, just reading, praying, just everything that I'm doing just seems to be going in the right way, and I'm gonna just keep pushing it in the right way and keep working my fucking ass off for
I ain't gonna lie
this.
to you, for one thing, to be factual, like, I definitely have been getting a lot closer to God, and like he's definitely been showing up like instantly on some stuff, like, you know what I mean, like, really all he wants is just us to like acknowledge him.
Attention.
When you do,
Little
like,
bit.
bro, like, he gonna take you to where you want to go, for real.
Shit ain't coincidences.
You ever looked into angel numbers or anything?
At a certain point of time, yeah, you know what
I
I'm saying?
remember in my last relationship, I was sitting there having struggles with it. Just like, what's going on? I called him, said, bro, I know what's going on. And he was like, I don't want to tell you this, but like, I'm going to tell you because I'm your friend. Like, you're right. You just don't want to accept it. I looked down at the clock, saw 111. 111's my
when I
angel
tell
number.
you, like, I be telling this man all the time, I'm like, bro, that's crazy. Like, we be driving, and like, I just randomly look up. This nigga license plate got 77 something. I'm
Yep.
like, what?
That's the angel numbers.
What's the odds of it? And I'm like, bro, there's no way this shit just always happen at like certain times of like what I'm going through.
You
But
start
don't
paying
think, though,
attention
like,
to
when
it.
You know that even for anything, like, you know what I'm saying, like when you know that it's time to give something up, but it's like deep down inside, you're like, nah.
You fighting it.
know
You
what I'm
fighting it
saying?
for
Like,
real.
be like, bro, I know it ain't good for me, but
I know what I gotta do, but fuck.
But like, my mind thinks it's good for me, but right here it hurts all the time. Like,
I'm telling, I'll be like,
you see that angel number and it's talking to you, because like 111 is intuition. And whole time I had the intuition of what was going on, but I fought it like you said.
So like, I ain't gonna lie to you. Go ahead.
I used to not be about that shit, man, but like, I don't know. I hung out with this girl one night, right? And we
She did it to you.
We was at the bar, and she started asking me about like my sign or whatever. You know how the shit go, whatever. And I told her, I said I'm a Libra, and she was like, okay, and she started looking some shit up. I forgot exactly what the fuck it was, but it was like deep astrology. Not necessarily just the surface level. Like she was on some like moon shit. Like,
she got shit for your time you was born.
You wouldn't ask your mama what time he was born?
Yep.
Hey, mama, what time I was born?
This woman, she started saying, you got this going on? Did you used to deal with this? You deal with this? What? Bitch, get the fuck out my head. What the heck?
You know me? You said, you know me?
I
said, no, for sure. Finished her drink, tabbed out. It was nice to meet you.
Like, that's hell no.
And after that, though, like, I mean, I almost have like a newfound respect for him just at the time. Like, I mean, granted, at the time when it happened, I was like, what the fuck is going on? But, like, you think about it, and you're like, damn, like, that's crazy.
You was kind of like, you would just, all right, so like, this is one concept I kind of learned, right? When people know something for so long, they start to just think that's natural. So when like somebody actually tells you the truth of what's happening, like they start to attack you on some shit because they heard this thing their whole life. So when you tell them the truth, they attack your ass. You be like, damn, I'm trying to tell you the truth, but they don't understand. It's time to tell them, so give them the time to understand it. So,
You ever tried to tell somebody just don't do something and their ego? Really all it is ego. Because, like, at my job, I'll get into it with people just about ego stuff. Because I try to be as egoless as I can. If I'm wrong, I'm fucking wrong. If I'm right, I'm probably going to try to prove I'm fucking right. Yeah. But, like, I expect that same thing. And people don't get that. When they're wrong, they're right. When they're right, they're right. And it's hard trying to push that, like, egoless kind of mindset onto people. But I've been growing on some people. Like, I just kind of get in people's ear, just like, just be peaceful. We don't need all this violence. We don't need all this hate against each other. Just be cool with each other. Like, just be.
I mean,
it is.
I dated someone that literally would not apologize to me. She would say, "Why would I apologize for something?" And she would say, "Why would I apologize about something I don't feel bad for? Like I don't feel like I'm in the wrong."
All right, then I don't apologize. So you need to get the fuck out of my house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
But when you treat people with disrespect, they'll instantly pop off like, I ain't disrespecting you. You've been disrespecting me this whole time. Like, you got to be able to take what you dish out. If I'm going to be ugly to you, you can be ugly to me back. But if I'm not being ugly, why you got to be ugly to me?
Which
Like,
is definitely understandable, you know what I'm saying? Especially with myself, like, I got to get understanding that sometimes, like, I joke around with sarcasm a lot, you know what I'm saying? Like,
some people got to take
like,
a joke, though.
You know what I'm saying? But, like, sometimes, like, sarcasm can be taken too far.
Yeah.
And, like, I do got to push back on a little bit, but that just comes with me, like, growing.
And it's just been the people you've been around, because you can fire up all your niggas probably back home, but people you meet now, you can't sit there and fire everybody up. Like, people get their feelings hurt.
Cause I ain't gonna cap though. Like when I was my first time going to college, I was in Ohio and shit. Somebody back in Memphis and shit, we call everybody ugly like that nigga. You know what I'm saying? So,
Hey, man.
You ugly like that nigga. I was like, chill.
So what was that like for you up in Ohio? Like, is it different? I know it's different. Ohio niggas versus Texas niggas.
But it was so we talking about school wise or
just in general, just life for you.
Environment wise, it was different for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm going used for one, I wasn't used for the weather to be like how it was. Like it's midsummer and it's like 69 degrees. You dig what I'm saying? But
be mad as hell. Man, what is? I'm too Texas, bro. I'd be too.
But not overall, though, it was straight. I was just childish though. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm used to getting everything, but then reality hit like, hey, not everything belongs to you. So it's like shit. I was just like, oh nah, I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like I need what I need right now, type shit.
Just Texas living.
Okay, that's a good question. That's part of my mind. Like, what's something that like y'all like? What's one thing or how you were when you were younger that you know changed now that you're older?
Well. I mean, I don't know if y'all necessarily know this, but like me and Jared know each other since we was like
like elementary school.
Like, and my bad, I pulled out the government on you.
Not the government.
We'll bleep that whole out. Don't worry. But like, I mean, it's just more so like you kind of have to adapt to. You have to learn how you want to live, especially kind of live in the way that like you and I lived growing up necessarily. That like you don't, because I mean some people get the luxury of being able to necessarily like keep their ways going and like keep like how they were raised going and like how they lived growing up, keep that shit going, when there is the percentage of people who do have to, they practically want to take a whole like 180. They want it completely different. Mm-hmm. So like it's just more so been adapting and kind of figuring. The hardest thing has just been kind of figuring out what I like, what I don't like. You know, certain shit I want to take with me, some shit I don't want to take with me, in like all aspects, like work, being at home, like hygiene, like fucking like everything, like taking care of my dog, like relationships, all that shit. Like it's just figuring out how to maneuver in your own way in a new world type shit.
Yeah, that's real for real. The best way I can explain it is like the best book they could have gave to us as kids, and that was about the butterfly. You know what I'm saying? Like how you are this little like worm. You know what I'm saying?
He's a woman.
He had no book about no butterfly. And like, nigga run around.
Nigga run around, fuck a book.
Shit, all right. When you like your motherfucking worm just had a damn blue do-rag on with.
They had the creepy dude stealing shit.
You're right.
Yeah,
Had the creepy dude stealing shit. Little badass little kid, LeBar kid. I remember that shit.
Right. But like in that analogy, what I'm trying to say is like you start as this, as just like a little worm, and then you go into your metamorphosis and you change, and that's you growing up, hitting your 20s. You know what I'm saying? As you get in your 20s, hitting your 30s, especially as a male, like you gotta have your shit right, because like that's the time when you supposed to really be living your life type shit. Like work hard in your 20s, you enjoy your 30s and your 40s. Feel me? And that's like I respect that for real.
I got a question I'm gonna hold for that later. But like one thing I didn't, or I'm trying not to take with me from my childhood is just being so generous. I remember as a kid, I got Capri Suns, whole block got Capri Suns. Like I was always the kid that was just, my mom had to tell me as a kid, stop giving all our groceries away because I wanted to see fucking all of us eat. I want to see all of us eat, you feel me?
Alright, so we had track meets, right? I'm talking about, alright, loaded with snacks and shit, apple slices, oranges, you feel me, fruit snacks. Hey, you want a Gatorade? Hey, what's up? Here you go.
Yep. Here you go.
Shit out, you know what I'm saying?
Here you go. Here you go. Here you go.
Like,
I don't know you. Here you go. I don't know you neither. Here you go.
And then like in return, like I didn't get that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So like that kind of like hurt me. I was like, damn, like I'm really a nice ass person. Like I really care about people.
Yeah, and as an adult, it'll fry you.
You was wrapped up in that bitch.
As an adult, that shit'll fry you because people will take and take and take as much as you want to give to them. So like growing up, I would give, and now that I'm adult in my 20s, I still give, but to the right people.
Facts.
I give to my circle, and I give to people that deserve it in a sense. Like I'm not gonna just go out and just give everybody money. I'm not that generous anymore. But if he hits me up, hey bro, I need $20. $20.
Feel me?
Like I support the people around me instead of everybody and their mamas.
Facts.
Like that's the biggest thing that I had to drop from my childhood.
Me though, it was just like the level of how much do you mess with me? You dig what I'm saying? Like in a way with you, it's like if it comes to certain people and it's like, man, you don't even like my picture or something like that. You ask me for something, like why are you asking me? You know what I'm saying? But if you do something for me in a way, then like I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying, do something for you. Cause
you see me on and now you want something, but where was you at when I was in the dirt?
You know what I'm saying?
When I asked you for $5 so I could actually get some food and you wasn't there for me, like.
Yeah, shit don't be like, man, you a beach or you a broke.
Yeah, because I'm not trying to hold no grudges, but I remember shit. I think about stuff because for a little bit I'll be like, damn, that nigga really didn't give me $5. All the times I gave that nigga $30, $40, like.
They always say, you know what I'm saying, forgive and never forget. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Shit. For me, it's like the only time I'm really gonna give somebody something free is if picture wise, video wise, if I want to do it. if I need it for my portfolio, for my benefit, or because I simply fuck with you, I'd be like, you know what, fuck it, I don't care, I want to show off my art, so like, I'll let you have this hoe. But next time you try to come around and get some business, because I know my shit fire, you gonna pay that bread.
Gotta run that.
Like, you gotta run that bread. It's like you gonna go to it's like, nigga, I run a food joint. You feel me? I give you some free food. But next time I ask you for some money, you ain't gonna pay me. But you go to McDonald's to get this trash for the same price. Like, come on now. Like,
and going back to your question earlier, at what point of your 20s do you feel like you need to be solidified as a man? Because like right now, everybody has it just, I feel like confused, like you're just getting into your 20s and you need 6 figures. But realistically, you're a baby into the adult life. When you hit your 20s, that's like year 1, year 2, you feel me?
Like right now, though. But it's just based off the pressure that's put upon me. You dig what I'm saying? It's like so many people in my family that's alone, it's like, oh, you need to have this. You should be doing this already. It's like, damn, like shit.
Like I can't just get adjusted.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, I feel like it's right now. You know what I'm saying? So,
I mean, I was talking to somebody yesterday who was doing very well for themselves, Hunter.
Yeah.
I was talking to him yesterday, and he grew up very different from us, and that's what we were talking about. And he was like, you kind of feel down for what you're doing, maybe, but he was like, dude, you're 22. He was like most people don't get shit until they're 40, bro. You have 18 years until you're 40. Think about that. You're still kind of young at 40.
You know how long it took to get to this point.
So I mean, as much as like, and I mean, that's somebody. It might be easier for somebody like him to say, just because he is going to be doing very well at a very young age. He's going to be doing very well.
Facts.
But also at the same time, it is cool to hear somebody in that position say that. Like, look, bro, like you don't got to be up where I'm at. You keep doing like what you're doing
and stay your course.
Stay your course, and you're gonna get to where you need to be.
Facts.
Like as much as I would love, like I said, in the next year, like I said, I want to be in my career. As much as I would love to be able to do that and be able to make the bread that's gonna be coming with that within the next year. I mean, shit, I'm gonna be 23.
Yeah. But in a way, don't you feel like time is moving fast though?
Time's moving fast in the bitch. But they always told us as kids, like it gets moving.
I remember being at my server job and I was talking to my dad on the phone about something about school or something. And he was like, I was like, Dad, I'm 20. Like I can work here for a little bit of school. He was like, all right, you're gonna fucking be 25 and you're gonna be like, damn.
Yeah. Damn. Like, and
that's something I think about now. That was 2 years ago.
Facts. Hey, I ain't lying to you. For all y'all that don't know, we did grow up together. His dad is a real one, for real. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mr. Beltran, for real. But, for instance, like, I feel like it's just because of the age of our society, our generation. Like, everybody wants it now.
It's the immediate generation.
But you gotta think about what we look at, too, though. But everything is based on social media wise.
I mean, we end up looking at the 1%, and people don't realize that really is the 1%.
The 1%. We
Like,
see the same. We've seen the same
like when
people
you're scrolling
for
on
years.
TikTok, the people who are more than likely actually showing up on like your For You feed or whatever, they got this nice ass apartment. Like I started like this dude started popping up on my chick. I was looking for apartment decor, and like this dude's got. I mean, bro. Like his apartment is insane. He looks like he's maybe like 26, 27. Yeah. But it's like he wouldn't be popping up on my shit if he wasn't doing so well. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, because he's not doing it. It's not like he's necessarily creating content. He's just more so getting that followage. I don't know if that's the right word. Because of what he has, and people want to mirror that in a sense.
So somebody told me this. They was like, clout doesn't come to you. You have to earn it.
You gotta earn clout for sure.
So like that's where it goes back into consistency. Like especially for us, like you know what I'm saying, we just posting on our regular pages, but it would be better if we made like an MTG crew actual Instagram page where people know we only post on our content there.
Yeah.
And it'll make marketing so much easier. You know what I'm saying? It'll flow so much better. You know what I'm saying? So like that just comes with time and like experience.
Yeah, but because I was gonna say that also adds a whole nother level of work that you got to do. Because now you got to keep up with your Instagram page, both y'all's Instagram pages, and the FTG. Yep. Like that it's hard when you don't have a solidified group or a set amount of things that you can use, computers, cameras. Like that's the hard part with trying to get up in the industry, just not having all the best of the best gear, because it doesn't really matter what gear you have,
doesn't.
but it matters a little bit. Because like all the videos I've been watching sitting here, like how to podcast or how to make a good vlog, has $1,000 camera, $1,000 mic, all this stuff that's all like the most expensive things, the hardest things to get, instead of just telling you the actual basics of what to do. And I feel like for content that I'll make, just true, genuine, starting from the bottom all the way up, not just when I'm at the top, because I just don't feel like it should be gatekept. I know it's a competition, I know it's all a business, but I just don't feel like all of the things that are being done should be so far gatekept.
So like, to piggyback off of that, like, in other words, like, I understand the whole part of like start here, and when you get to the top, it should mean so much to you because you actually worked for it, like you actually grinded for it, like you went through all them trials and errors, you know what I mean, you perfected your craft in the process of it, and like it just feels 10 times better.